The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. The tip of the lips, the teeth, the teeth.
No.
Tip of the teeth,
The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the
tongue of
lips.
the teeth. Hold on. Tip of the tongue, the teeth of the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth of the lips. Tip of the teeth, the tip of the lips.
You said all of those wrong.
Welcome to another fabulous week of Dear Dan, where I answer all of your questions the only way Dan can. Today's question comes from Erica. Before I tell you what the question is, I'm going to introduce this pretty girl. You know her from such posts as Kelsey's Story, Darn You to Heck, Autocorrect, and something where I was laying on the grass drinking beer with a girl. That was her. This is Kelsey Blue Eyes. Anyways, today's question comes from Erica, and she asks, Dear Dan, how do I do a proper French braid? I'm actually really glad you came to me with this, Erica, because I grew up with 6 sisters, so I watched a lot of braiding going on. And as a Boy Scout, when the other boys wouldn't have fun with me, I used to sit in my corner and braid boondoggle. So I know a lot about boondoggle. I mean braiding. I know a lot about both, really. But Kelsey also has long hair, so I'm going to show you how to French braid in the French style. Let's do it.
All right.
The first step to a proper French braid.
Let me stop you real quick. I just want to warn you, I haven't washed my hair in like 3 or 4 days.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
This is just a lesson. People on the other side of the screen don't know that. Okay, so the first step of a proper French braid is to take anything out of the hair that's in the hair. Yeah, I can't get that out.
No?
Your hair is fine. It's not that greasy. I mean, it's pretty gross, but if you'll just take that out for me, I won't have to touch your hair as much.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay, so thing is out.
Thing.
Ready to go to step 2. We'll get back to step 2 after Kelsey gets back from the bathroom where she... We're ready. We're ready for you.
You sure? What's going on?
Step 2. Okay, there's really only one kind of braid. And the reason why it's called a French braid is because you do French things with it while you braid it. Okay, so there's only 2 things that anybody on earth know about the French. 1, the French are the biggest jerks. Ask anybody. 2, the French are the people who know more about love than anybody.
Yeah, like French kissing.
Ask anybody. I don't know what that is.
No?
No. So it's important that you remember those 2 things while you braid the hair. Okay? So you take the hair, which you'll notice is less greasy and more brushed out. She took a hint. And you do it French style while you braid a normal braid. Break it into 3 sections. Okay? And on your first section, you kind of be the jerk side of French.
Uh-oh.
Aïe, mamma mia! 1, 2, 3, shut the door!
Shut the door.
Okay? And then you switch to the loving side of the French people. Oh, your hair is so soft as a baby kitten drinking milk from a cow. Okay? And you'll see, just like that turn, the French braid is really starting to come into place. Now, let me show you the mean side of French. Get back here! And the loving side. Pretty. Mean side. Get back here! It doesn't even let me pull it.
What?
That's part of the French braid.
Pulling your hair?
The next step of a French braid is to do the only other thing that I forgot about that French people are known for. Wine and cheese. Okay? Kelsey's going to take care of the wine, and I think this video takes care of the cheese. Kelsey, you go ahead and whine. Kelsey, you go ahead and whine while I finish the braid.
Oh, Dan, I don't want you to braid my hair. Stop.
That's like, that's not whining.
That's pretty whiny.
I don't
I don't want
That's the French.
Yeah.
French are cheesy. Okay. And you'll see when you add those things in, you have a braid. Very pretty, very tight. You want to make sure that all the rows are very snug in there. But you have a braid that is also French. Sacré bleu.
What?
Zotelo.
I think that might be a bad word.
Zotelo. I don't know. All the French I know I learned from The Little Mermaid. Okay, we just did a little research, and French braids are actually a little different than regular braids in that they are supposed to like go up the back of the head or something. So we did, some practice, and we came back for our last step, which is to make it go up the back of the head and to finish off with rubber band. Okay? So to go up the back of the head, you simply take your braid, put it up here, take the bangs. At least this is what the pictures look like.
I love that.
And you kind of fasten it in there with the rubber band. Okay? If you ever had a paper route, those skills will come in handy right now. With the rubber band, I mean. And voila!
It's so sophisticated.
We have please show them the back. We have a very tight, as she put it, sophisticated French braid. The rows and knobs or whatever part of the braid are very tight. They're against her head. That's what makes it from a regular braid into a French braid. So there you have it, Erica. That is how you braid a French braid. You do not necessarily have to have a French girl. You have just watched an international version of Dear Dan. I know just about everything, so send me your questions. I will answer them. And please click that button right there to subscribe. I'd like to have more than like 15 subscribers.
How now? Do it. How now, brown cow? We want people to understand this.
Right.
We need to enunciate.
I got it.
And this gets your mouth and your brain working together. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Why aren't you doing it?
I'm not gonna go there with you. You can go to that level though. Have fun.
This is what the professionals do. Now with me. How now? I can see you not doing it in the camera.